In the heart of the tempestuous sea, where the waves roared like lions and the skies rumbled with the fury of the gods, a battle of legendary proportions was about to unfold. Opposing the Leviathan was the Kraken, a monstrous with tentacles as thick as ancient trees and eyes that glowed with an otherworldly luminescence. The Leviathan, a colossal serpent whose scales gleamed like molten gold in the dim light of the abyss, emerged from the depths with a mighty roar that sent shockwaves rippling through the water. Its eyes burned with a primal fury as it coiled its massive body, ready to face its long-standing adversary. Rising from the murky depths, the Kraken unfurled its tentacles like deadly tendrils, each armed with suckers capable of crushing steel and dragging ships to their watery grave. The clash of titans sent shockwaves reverberating through the ocean, stirring up whirlpools and tidal waves that threatened to engulf everything in their path. The Leviathan struck first, lashing out with its razor-sharp fangs and powerful coils, aiming to ensnare the Kraken in its deadly embrace. But the Kraken was no mere prey to be devoured by the Leviathan's jaws. With lightning-fast reflexes, it countered the Leviathan's assault, weaving between the serpent's snapping jaws and wrapping its tentacles around its adversary's neck with a vice-like grip. The Leviathan thrashed and writhed, its golden scales gleaming in the darkness as it struggled to break free from the Kraken's grasp. But the Kraken held firm, its tentacles constricting tighter with each passing moment, squeezing the life from its ancient foe. Desperate to turn the tide of battle, the Leviathan summoned the full force of its elemental powers, conjuring a storm of biblical proportions that roiled and churned above the surface of the water. Lightning crackled and thunder boomed as dark clouds gathered overhead, casting an ominous shadow over the battlefield. As the Leviathan sought to inflict a costly toll upon the Kraken in their tumultuous clash, a strategic moment presented itself. Seizing upon one outstretched tentacle, the Leviathan bore down with its formidable jaws and severed it from the Kraken. Though the agony coursed through the Kraken's being, he remained resolute, refusing to relinquish his grasp. With a deafening roar that echoed through the depths, it unleashed its own arsenal of abilities, summoning a maelstrom of swirling currents and whirlpools that threatened to swallow the Leviathan whole. Caught in the grip of the Kraken's watery vortex, the Leviathan fought desperately to break free, but the currents were too strong, dragging it inexorably closer to its doom. With one final surge of strength, the Kraken tightened its grip, its tentacles coiling around the Leviathan's throat like a noose, until with a mighty roar the Leviathan fell silent, its lifeblood staining the water crimson. As the waters stilled and the storm clouds dissipated, the Kraken emerged victorious, its tentacles wreathed in the glow of its triumph. It retreated back into the depths, leaving behind the shattered remnants of its fallen foe. And so the age-old feud between the Kraken and the Leviathan came to an end, with the Kraken emerging as the undisputed master of the deep,